America elected its next president yesterday, and Donald Trump will be America's 47th president. And today in Washington, D.C., a lot of things happened. First, President Biden issued a statement letting everybody know that he had congratulated Vice President Kamala Harris on a very hard-fought campaign, and he also picked up the phone to congratulate President-elect Donald Trump. Now, he also said in the same statement that he has invited President Trump to the White House. These are the standard operating procedures that usually happen after election. Vice President Kamala Harris, who skipped giving a speech at the Harvard University last night, went back to Harvard University today. She started her concession speech at 4 p.m., in which she talked about how important this race was. She started off by thanking her supporters, her voters, her family, her staff, and everybody on the campaign. She then let everybody know that she picked up the phone to call and congratulate President Trump on his victory. It was a tough speech for Vice President Kamala Harris. You could probably see her voice cracking at few times.
In our nation, we owe loyalty not to a president or a party, but to the Constitution of the United States. And loyalty to our conscience and to our God. My allegiance to all three is why I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign.
She talked about how she only had about 107 days to run this campaign, and she did everything that she could to win this campaign. She made points such as that she's conceding this race, but not conceding on the issues that she fought for.
This is not a time to throw up our hands. This is a time to roll up our sleeves. This is a time to organize, to mobilize, and to stay engaged for the sake of freedom and justice and the future that we all know we can build together.
This is very important speech, one of the most important speeches of Kamala Harris. Probably a historic campaign, the shortest campaign that we've seen in modern times. But she also talked about something she has been talking about on the campaign trail, the transfer of power.
Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition, and that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power.
Remember, this is the same Kamala Harris. During the campaign, she had been saying that if she loses, America could well go to become a dictatorship, a tyranny. So it was pretty ironic that she had called Donald Trump and offered everything that she can do to make sure there is a peaceful transfer of power here in Washington, D.C. President Trump is now expected to come to Washington, D.C. He will be meeting up with President Biden, and they will charter the next path, which would be to make sure that the Trump's transitional team gets whatever it needs to set up its own administration that will start functioning after Trump takes oath on January 20th, 2025.
I know many people feel like we are entering a dark time, but for the benefit of us all, I hope that is not the case. But here's the thing, America, if it is, let us fill the sky with the light of a brilliant, brilliant billion of stars. The light of optimism, of faith, of truth, and service. H.U. And may that work guide us, even in the face of setbacks, toward the extraordinary promise of the United States of America. I thank you all. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. I thank you all.